Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are resuming our journey as we enter Kuttenberg for the first time. In the last episode, we escaped from Trotsky Castle through the underground and had to escape through a perilous journey through the night, through the woods while people were searching for us. It was quite harrowing. Took me several tries to get it, but eventually did make it out, and we escaped with Katherine and Zizka, I believe is the name. I have a hard time with that one. I don't know why. And we just entered Kuttenberg, and we were being greeted by Peter and what looked like a king of this area. So, well, king's probably the wrong word, but ruler of this area. So we'll pick it up from here and see what the story brings us this time.
A very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg.
Now I am hungry, and deathly hungry. And why am I wearing such terrible clothes? Like, it's just mixed up all of my gear, huh? But let's fix this up. Okay, got that sorted out now. Think until I find something else wrong. We're gonna go with this. So next up, we're gonna go and repair everything we can. Okay, let's repair that. Go ahead and repair these for the experience. Marksman's kit. Barely need to use it. Wish I'm gonna have to find another tailor's kit. Don't have much left on that. Drop the torches.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotsky.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
Let's check out the journal and just see what it says here. When fleeing from Trotsky, we managed to discover that Margrave was headed with Sir Hans Capon to somewhere around Kuttenberg. Fortunately, a certain Hynek of Kunstadt, known as Dry Devil, is holed up in the Kuttenberg region. He could help us rescue Sir Hans. His base is Suchdol Fortress, which belongs to Lord Peter of Pisek, and that's where we have headed. All right, so that's where we are, is in Suchdol, not inside Kuttenberg proper yet. Wounded, dirty, and tired, we arrived at Suchdol Fortress, where we were in for a surprise. Instead of Dry Devil, we met Margrave Jobst, who invited us to rest in the fortress. I'm as hungry as a wolf. I won't turn my nose up at the food I'm offered. I mean, I just ate, but sure. Where am I supposed to sit? Right here?
But we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table are still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But I'm just a village girl.
I wouldn't have thought it, good wife.
Oh, you would, sir. But don't concern yourself. I don't mind it.
The last few weeks we've been sharing dry bread and stewed peas with a horde of dirty warriors. I seriously doubt that the fare you offer could offend us.
I understand. Undoubtedly, you've been through a lot.
And we've a lot more to face.
What is this letter? Gamekeeper's letter. Nostalgic letter from the former gamekeeper to Peter of Pisek. To the esteemed Lord Peter of Pisek, I would not like to depart this world without informing you of a matter that greatly troubles me. I recently visited the old hunting lodge near Billany, and was deeply dismayed by its deplorable condition. Once a beautiful and cozy building where you yourself were a frequent guest, it is now left to the mercy of wild animals, overgrown and falling into ruin. I earnestly ask you, if you care at all about the memories of our shared youth, to reach out to the new owner, the monastic authority, to arrange for its restoration. Is that Rhinesh, former estate gamekeeper? Okay, well, that's an interesting thing. Hello, Peter.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Suchdol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Actually, it's a little bit my fault.
What are you saying, boy?
Me and my lords were sent to negotiate an alliance with von Berghoff. But that snake was using us the whole time to do his dirty work. He pretended he was willing to cross over to the side of Winceslas. But instead, he sent us to fight against the king's allies.
And if that wasn't enough, von Aulitz and the Prague militia joined with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trusky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Winceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Aulitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Winceslas even put a price on my head once. And Katherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hynek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was? So he's no longer here? Thank Christ.
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hynek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be
I've
very
met people like that.
surprised.
That I felt like that about. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I really don't care to be around you at all. So what about Jobst?
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hynek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Winceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Winceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world.
King Charles
History is full
IV.
of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say.
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to.
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
True that.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill, all of you, And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Zuzana to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Excellent. Can't delay.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
No, of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
Maybe. She was really kind to me. Oh, my God.
Wait, maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they? Oh, sorry.
Worst things happens to young girls like that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zizka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks. What do you think of Lord Pisek?
He's a real man, at least. Noble and good-mannered. But I hope his age has weakened his hearing. Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to us.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
Oh. It's a difficult option. And I'm kind of curious to see what Henry's success rate would be like. Let's see.
May I join you?
At least we'd only take up one of Lord Pisek's beds instead of two. But I'd like to get some rest. And I advise you to do the same. We have lots of work ahead of us.
So that was yes, but no.
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind. Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
You okay, sir?
I mean no discourtesy, but I've never heard of you, sir.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the mint master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted out of Kuttenberg silver.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control of Kuttenberg.
I know we're in Suchdol, and that this fortress belongs to you, but I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle, as you can see. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. They bought land and built fortresses. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
All right. Scribe. Let's see. Where did he say the baths were? Let's see. And Scribe says, I didn't turn down dinner. Not the Scribe. The journal says, I didn't turn down dinner, and I won't say no to a bed either. Thankfully, they're ready for us here. They set off on my room in the palace, on the floor above the banqueting hall. There's a garland of flowers above the door, it seems. The journey was hard, and I should probably have a bath before going to bed. Lord Pisek told me his servant girl, Zuzana, to prepare a bath for me, it seems. I'll find it in the little cottage in the courtyard. That would be D. Well, let's go find D. Hey, Mutt.
Here you go. Take it.
Heat it up.
You silly mutt.
Are you the bath girl?
What'll it be?
What do you have for sale?
Do you have any tailor's kits? Yes, you do. Take them all. And can I sell you anything? I've got a lot of stuff. I can sell this rosary. I mean, they're not marked stolen, but she only has 35, so keep that in mind. Okay, we'll go with that.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye, I'm listening. Aye, happy to be of service.
Works for me. That looks like a combat arena. Nice and all, but I have a date with a bath maid. Not like that.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
I could get used to this.
If sir will allow, I'll help you undress.
Very good. Thank you, my lady.
It's a scary place out there. Nothing but footpads and ruffians, eh? I keep saying this country needs a firm hand.
I saw that firm hand of yours with my own eyes. Some bastards burnt down a farm near Nimble.
Shit, who was it?
I don't know.
So we found an alchemy bench. Let's have a look around before we go to bed. I jump down this well. Okay, not trespassing. Very good. Frenzl.
Abend, wie kann ich dir helfen?
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Zizka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzl?
Zum Glück nicht. Nothing urgent. If you're looking for einen Fuschen, try your luck elsewhere. Bis bald.
Captain's wife, Gerta. And random guard. Gerta, what do you have to say?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
Oh, he's right next to you.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hynek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing, but if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere. God be with you.
Okay, well, not much going on there. Look.
Greetings to you.
So, what's life like here?
What can I say, lad? It used to be better. There was peace and quiet while King Charles was alive. But those sons of his aren't up to much. Warring against each other. They should be ashamed. We're lucky we have Sir Peter. He won't allow us to come to any harm.
What's Sir Peter like?
Oh, he has a heart of gold. God smiled on us when he sent us Sir Peter. But he has a terrible sweet tooth. He eats nothing but preserves and sweet dumplings with curd cheese. And when he does feel like some meat, he demands nothing but chaffinch.
I've no idea what chaffinch is.
I'm a bit hungry. Do you have anything to eat?
I'm afraid you're too late, lad. The stove is cold now. I sent everything I had up to you.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hynek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here only recently.
You mean that bony knight? I can't help you, I'm afraid. I don't stick my nose into the Lord's affairs. That wouldn't be right. Take care, and good night.
Good day.
This is the castle where the attack and the opening scenes took place. This is the gate. Yep. Hello, guard. Wow. Alright, that's cool. See how he he leaned into the window.
Interesting.
That's neat.
Just drop it, will you? What's the thing about?
You think I'll blurt it out to the first person I meet?
No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out. You never know.
Farewell for now.
Until we meet again. I wish you well.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings to you too.
Who are you? Becker? And stable master. Not a very large place. Let's see if we can go to bed and get things moving along here. I didn't ask who this guy was. Oh, he's the scribe. Just need to go upstairs. What we got here? The Maiden's War and About Its End. Yeah, I'm not going to read all that right now. Look at all these clothes. It's not even stealing. I mean, might as well, right? Discovered dice. Clear out the window. That's awesome that they made that work. Like, how many times have you played a game and you walked up to the window and you're stuck right here? When Henry can clearly lean out there, that's what any human would do. Very good, Warhorse. And this is my chest. Sweet. So I'm gonna get these badges back. And this one. I don't know. Dice of misfortune. Not gonna carry that one around. King's dice. Favors middle numbers. It's kind of lousy. Odd die, we'll take it, and bring low numbers. Yeah, so we'll go with that for now. Why can't I sit? I guess because I can't pass time. I probably can't read either. I can't even pick this, so yeah, we're scripted here. This idiot gonna haunt my dreams for the rest of my life still.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next? Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff. And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened. It's what I want. Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Katherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do. Since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
Aye. That is... yes. Of course.
Thank you, sir.
Interesting. So I can pass time now. And journal is telling us this. Need to look for Zizka. Hope he didn't cause any trouble at the fortress last night. It seems I'll find him down in the courtyard. Let's see. Went to bed after dinner, but I didn't really get much rest. A servant girl woke me in the morning because Zizka and I had been summoned by Margrave Jobst, who'd returned to the fortress before dawn. These get kind of out of order sometimes. Hey, I discovered my bed. Look, my room has indoor plumbing. Kind of. All right. I wish she would look up.
Nice.
Nope. Yeah, no matter which way you look, he's looking down here. Okay.
What a view.
All right. Well, we're gonna do that in the next episode. So maybe a little shorter, but I think we'll probably have a lot to do in the next episode. So until then, be good.